Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al. Get in contact with you guys. I'm going to be talking to you about Quant. So definitely looking forward to what we have in store today. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's see what's up with Quant right now. Currently, Quant is up 3.2% over the last 24 hours. Over the last week, Quant is up almost 4% at 3.9% here. Over the last month, Quant is down just a tad bit at 3.8%. Over the year, Quant is down just 12%. So just a heads up on what's going on with Quant. Want you to remind all of you guys, do not forget that Quant is only a total of, how can I say, 14.88 million, with a total circulating supply right now of a little bit over 12 million. So therefore, it is rarer than Bitcoin. So just a little bit of a heads up and keep that in mind. So what we're dealing with is a crypto that, how can I say, has zero inflation and is going to do nothing but keep going up. But remember, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. We are growing, and we just ask that you grow with us. We really appreciate you guys, and thank you for being a part of all that we do. So let's just go ahead and start diving in a little bit more and taking a look at, how can I say, our markets here. Going to the full market right here, we see that the market is at 2.42%, not percent, but trillion. Sorry. So just a heads up on that. That is down from where it was, but at the same time, we're still in the trillions with a T. So keep that in mind. Fear and greed is doing a little bit better than what it was. And I want you guys to understand that although the world is like basically going to, how can I say, bad places in a handbasket, so to speak, what is happening is that people are realizing that Bitcoin is still a good hedge. Speaking of which, notice on our chart right here that Bitcoin is at 71,000. Ethereum is over 2,000 again. So no matter what is going on in the world right now, you notice that Bitcoin and Ethereum are still holding very strong. BNB, I notice, is well under 1,000 right now. That would be maybe a good coin blue chipper, so to speak, for someone to, scoop up at this time. Solana, well under 100. Cardano, always our little sleeper coin, is at 26 cents. Not bad at all. So just keep that in mind. Sui is right at $1. So remember, anytime Sui is under $1, we want to, take advantage of that. Let's see, but things are looking pretty good overall. I should say things are looking well, I should say, but nevertheless, things are looking on the way up. But like I said, no matter what's going on in crypto, we got to understand that things are definitely going to be better in that regard. So let me do this. Let's keep the ball rolling a little bit. Go on to Bitcoin dominance. Talking about Bitcoin right here being at 58.7%, Ethereum in the double digits at 10.4%, and the others at 30.9%. So let's keep that in mind. Some stability is still there, which is very nice. Quant, looking at Quant on the X/Twitter site, taking a look at some of the posts. Just going to look at this post very briefly from Gilbert Verdian, the founder of Quant and the CEO, and a brilliant guy, just saying, especially when it comes to cybersecurity. Here we go. Gilbert Verdian, decade in the making. We have published an ISO standard for blockchain interoperability, a decade in the making. This is a milestone I've been working on towards since 2015. Remit was founded with a conviction that blockchains could transform financial services, but not only the industry solved interoperability and harmonized around global standards. Without that, blockchain would remain fragmented, siloed, and locked out of mainstream institutional adoption. So right here it says April 2016, we published what was the world's first proposal for a blockchain standard, a bold move, time when the industry was still largely focused on proofs of concept and competing protocol narratives, not standardization. The idea was simple but ambitious. If blockchains were going to serve global markets, they needed a common framework that transcended any single protocol or vendor. Central to this thinking from the very beginning was the concept of a multi-gateway architecture. Let's see, leveraging the know-how of 20 years of experience in cybersecurity to frame the principle that interoperability shouldn't depend on a single bridge or point-to-point connection, but on a layered gateway model that could abstract away the differences between underlying DLTs. Let's distributed ledger technology and connect them through a common interface. This was the architectural foundation of what would become Overledger, and it was also the design philosophy we brought to the standards process. The belief that a viable international standard for blockchain interoperability had to be protocol agnostic and gateway driven, enabling any DLT to communicate with any other DLT, any to any, and with existing networks without requiring those ledgers to change how they operate. The standard and technology were born from the same insight. So let's go down a little bit further. Right here, it says right here, as the standards work progressed internationally, the mission at Remit was evolving too. What started out as an effort to use blockchains for financial services and solve interoperability grew into something far larger, a full enterprise infrastructure platform for connecting any blockchain to any network. Remit became Quant. Okay, this is where Remit becomes Quant. And we built Overledger, the world's first blockchain operating system to deliver on that original vision. So just basically, he's given a nice little history of blockchain. Let me go ahead and try to get back to where I was. But he's given a nice little history on blockchain and going back to where he was here. So just a heads up on Quant. What else can we say? Quant, as financial services move from DLT experimentation to production deployment, the infrastructure connecting these systems becomes mission critical. So they're talking about how Overledger provides the enterprise-grade interoperability platform. A lot of great things that are going on with Quant. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we want to talk about right at this moment. Oh, this was a nice little event. And I think this is this is from March 12th. Quant is announcing tokenized deposits, stable coins, and wholesale CBDCs, the comparison every financial institution needs in 2026. So what I'm seeing here and what we're looking at is that Quant has all the structure and infrastructure down as far as the infrastructure of money. So we need to keep that in mind. Let's also take a look at some information from Forbes. This is a Forbes synopsis and breakdown of Quant. It says here from Forbes that London-based Quant network is set to revolutionize blockchain technology with the development of their blockchain operating system, Overledger. The experienced team are determined to fulfill the original vision of the internet by creating an open, trusted network for people, machines, and data to operate securely and safely. Overledger, the first interoperable blockchain operating system that facilitates internet scale development of centralized multi-chain applications. Overledger has the ability to unlock and distribute value and applications across current and future blockchains. So just giving us a heads up on that. Let's keep it moving a little bit. From Forbes, let's go to the actual Quant website itself. There's an article here talking about how Overledger delivers enterprise grade DLT interoperability for financial services. So right here, it's mentioning that financial institutions exploring distributed ledger technology, DLTs, as we were saying earlier, face a fundamental challenge: how to connect disparate blockchain networks and legacy systems without creating new silos or compromising on enterprise requirements as digital assets, tokenized securities, and programmable finance move from pilot to production. The need for robust interoperability infrastructure has become critical, and Quant's Overledger platform addresses this challenge by providing a comprehensive interoperability layer that connects any distributed ledger technology while maintaining the privacy, scalability, security, and operational resilience that financial services demand. So I want you to see there's one universal theme that's going throughout all the information that we've been seeing with Quant here, as that Quant provides that universal interoperability amongst blockchains and legacy systems. We need to understand that Quant has an extremely great use. And one of the things I want to say in particular is that I feel like Quant is really stepping up. Let's go ahead and go to one more article. But before we do, let me say this very quickly. I do feel that Quant being based in London and London being a part of the European scene, I do feel that, how can I say, it is time for, how can I say, a seasonal change in finance. And I do believe that as far as London is concerned, and as far as Europe in general, I do believe that that seasonal change is going to cause for them to step up somewhat. I think you're going to see a rise and a revival in, how can I say, British and European finance. I do believe that Quant is going to be a part of that revival and a part of that, how can I say, move in the right direction. So just saying. Now, let's keep it going. One more article, and this is a little bit old, but oldie but a goodie, so to speak. Quant securing the Japanese patent for multi-DLT token innovation. So same thing we've been talking about the whole time. In this particular case, it says the newly accepted patent covers a critical capability, updating a ledger by processing and executing instructions found across two or more different distributed ledgers, and publishing verification information of this update back onto at least one of the other distributed ledgers. So this patent protects Fusion's roll-up technology, the foundational capability that enables multi-network tokenization. So I want you guys to understand that Quant is not only just moving throughout Europe, not only just moving, being a part of America with Oracle, it's now made its way to the Asian, how can I say, the Asian platform. So things are really moving forward very well. So moving into the Asian sphere is going to expand Quant even further. One thing I can say about Quant for sure, you're not going to have to worry about it not having a use. So when 5 years from now, you're going to be like, oh, Quant's still here. 10 years from now, 8 years from now, you're going to be like, oh, Quant's still available. He's still doing his thing. So keep that in mind. Don't forget that Quant is rare. And I want you to understand one thing. We're trying to use wisdom. We're not trying to, how can I say, we're not trying to chase what is hot. We're trying to chase what is fundamentally stable, fundamentally sound, and fundamentally uh, utility based. And I guess in the long term, we would say fundamentally profitable, and that will be Quant. There will not be a doubt that once we get back to a better, how can I say, uh, once we get back to a bull market in crypto, Quant is going to be one of your big boys. So keep that in mind. It's already in the top 100. Do not be surprised if Quant moves back into the top 50, et cetera, et cetera. Main thing is I'm scooping it up, and I'm just saying, full disclosure, I'm doing that before, I can say, it gets back over $100. But anyways, lovely stuff, and I will always be a fan of Quant, so you'll always look for me to see that. Guys, this is Al, Real Life Investing. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.